Okay. Welcome in, everybody, to Z&B Live. Brian is not in a garage. Your Unfiltered Lego podcast. And I'll tell you what. We got some stuff. I tell you, it was almost like Lego knew it. It's like, hey, you know what? These two bozos have got a show scheduled for today. So let's drop some of the biggest news that we possibly can in the history of our great company by announcing the largest and most expensive Lego set of all time. And yes, Brian is not coming to us from a garage. He is coming to us from a bathroom. Welcome in, Bricks O'Brien, everybody.
You know, about 20 minutes before the show, or half hour beforehand, was not enough time to readjust my camera in my life. So I'm reporting from the living room with my earbuds, and actually, I'm looking at this really bad lighting. It's not meant to be a studio. Fun fact. It's meant to be a place for cozy vibes. But yeah, but it's good. It's fine.
Is this the new? This is not the new couch though that you're sitting on.
No, the new couch is where. Actually, I'll show you. This is that's currently where Piplup is occupied.
Oh, look
He's
at
right
that!
There.
I love that.
So he's just chilling. That's where he stays.
There's nothing. Listen, there's nothing that invites the ladies in more than a giant stuffed animal sitting on your couch when they walk through the door.
Well, to be fair, there's been multiple parties that have taken that Piplup and snuggled on the floor. So you know, it's like a beanbag. It's like a vibrant, animated beanbag, I guess.
I like that your social media post about getting said couch was you're an adult now, but like you put a stuffed animal on it. Like that's the
Yeah, wait till you see what's on the left and right of the TV, and then what's underneath the TV, what's to the left of the TV. It's very much like nerdy, but like, you know, the Piplup, Piplup can live wherever. If I put him in my studio, take him too much room, and then I'll accidentally kick him while I'm dancing. So
no, you don't kick. You dance with him.
No, but Cuddles is already there. Piplup is on the living room.
Oh, you think would Cuddles get a little jealous? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, 100%. Most certainly. Yeah. So that's why they're, separate rooms, different areas that they reside in.
Interesting. Welcome into Z&B Live, your Unfiltered Lego podcast, everybody. Don't forget, you guys can catch us when we are live. We are live here on Twitch these days at 5 p.m. Eastern time on Thursdays. But the show is posted after the fact to YouTube and all of your podcast platforms. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere you can get your podcast libraries in. Do it that way. Don't forget, leave comments, leave likes, push it out to your friends, your neighbors, your family for that matter. Even make your dog listen to it. Create an account for your dog and have them subscribe to the channel, to the podcast. Do all those things. We would greatly appreciate it, because we're going to be bringing you all the hard-hitting news, like what is happening on Brian's couch this week.
A whole lot of watching Curb Your Enthusiasm, which is not very family friendly. But that's beside the point.
But speaking of family and family friendly, the family company that is Lego, boy, I tell you what, we knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. It was just a matter of when were they actually going to officially announce it. And they teased us for a few days, saying that something was being announced this Thursday at 9:15 a.m. Eastern time on their website, in the beautiful vertical format that they love to produce all their content in, which is fantastic. And true to form, at 9 a.m. Eastern time, all of the social media that we have to look at was overloaded with everything that they were going to announce at 9:15 a.m. Eastern time. So by 9:01, we all knew what we already knew was going to happen, and that Lego was officially unveiling the new UCS Ultimate Collector's Series Death Star coming out on October 1st. Gargantuan 9,000 plus piece model. And it comes with a hefty price tag. The first $1,000 official MSRP, $999.99 USD set. So sorry for all of you folks up there in Canada. Godspeed, because that means it's even more there. So good luck. Australia, all of you guys, I'm so sorry. But yes, we've seen Lego obviously, in the secondary market reach these kinds of astronomical numbers. It happens. Okay. But an actual set being released at said number, from a USD standpoint, has not been seen before right now. And this could be setting a brand new precedent for all UCS sets going forward, and potentially other Lego sets going forward for the foreseeable future. Brian, I got to tell you, we've talked about it ad nauseum with all the leaks, the rumors, everything going on since you and I discussed it back, when the idea of what could be a first $1,000.
When the show started, basically, is when this was all stipulated here.
Yeah, it was all.
Where do we want to start in terms of how bad all of this was? Where do you want to start?
Let's start at the beginning. I want to start at the beginning with the rollout of the announcement. You've had great ideas leading up to this. Have a timer, celebrate it. This thing was like not unveiled. The idea of it actually releasing this year, this October even, was let out into the public early in the year. And Lego chose to stick to their guns and do their own thing. I personally feel like the rollout and announcement of this set has been an absolute disaster. What are your thoughts on it?
They need to start hiring for a position at the Boston headquarters, and it needs to be called Hype Orchestrator, because these people don't know what it takes to formulate an announcement and play into like what momentum you could get from social media. If you rewind the tape to last week, 2 weeks ago, literally I said all they're going to do is put out whatever live stream or whatever video they're going to do, and it's going to be some witty Instagram reel that they're going to put out on their socials, and then that's going to be it. And that's what they did. And when you do your witty Instagram reel of that snow moon, it's completely undermined, not just from the leaks, which it being the most leaked Lego set of all time, most shared leaked Lego set of all time by far. You also have the lack of communication to the people representing your company, putting out the information 15 minutes early. And when you're orchestrating hype, that is vital. When Nintendo does a direct, they're not seeding out the information to their representatives, their ambassadors, their whatever ahead of time. It's everybody finding out at once. And that's what makes that moment special. That's where you get the reactions, the compilations, which I've been a part of. People will accumulate all the different live streamers, all the different content creators freaking out over Super Smash Bros. Character unveilings. And you could have had an opportunity like that. You could have had the countdown on the website, like I said a million times before. And instead, it's just another thing. It's another thing you put out, and it doesn't feel special. It doesn't feel like a moment. It just feels like, yep, you're going to pay this, and it's going to be on your shelf. And what I love about the marketing of this right now, there's one picture, it's not here, that completely sells the concept of what this Death Star is. And it's one picture where it's like the one-bedroom apartment in Soho, like this is featured here, but it's a little like cutout from the wall. And it shows how flush this looks up against a wall. That sells the entire concept of what this is supposed to be. Also, your reel that you put out a little bit earlier today, where you're measuring in your flat IKEA shelves that are only, this big in width, whatever, where is that thing going to go? That's why they made it flat on the back. That's why there's no details on the back. That's why it looks atrocious on the back, because it doesn't matter as long as it fits on that one little alcove of a shelf. So for anybody who is not liking the way that it looks, they literally put it in the marketing. It's literally verbatim what the thing is supposed to look like, and it looks unremarkable. It doesn't look impressive. When you look at the Falcon, it looks impressive. You're like, what are the details? What are the intricacies? What are the whatever? This literally is just a lot of little dioramas. And don't even get me started on that GIF W purchase that we're going to be talking about in a little while here, because that's even worse. But it looks unimpressive. Lots of people are going to buy it day one. I will never buy this set. I'm good. And I look forward to seeing you and probably Lauren, Bretta Switch Bricks, buy it and build it and give feedback, but it will not be me. So
I don't know how as a marketing team could look at what is supposed to be a landmark set with a landmark price. One of the, they're quantifying it as the biggest Star Wars set that they have. I think that, like, it's more pieces, obviously, but I think size wise, I think if you lay the Falcon down, like, it's about the same circumference or whatever, right? Like, it's about the same size. Just more pieces. I still don't know where 9,000 pieces is going in this thing, considering the Falcon, at that 75 or whatever piece count it is, like, and it's about the same size. I don't understand where 9,000 pieces are going here, even tiny pieces. Like, I just don't know where, because the Falcon's got a ton of tiny pieces. It's got greebling all over it, right? There's no greebling on this. The exterior is smooth.
This doesn't look fun to build.
That's okay. So I was going to get into that here in a second, but it's like you said, it's a bunch of dioramas stacked up on top of each other, right? It's an interesting layout. So it's almost like take all the little it's almost like they were testing us with all of their dioramas that they've been releasing over the last couple of years, right? And you're taking all of those dioramas and you're just stacking them up and making them look like the interior of a Death Star kind of thing. And I feel like they added a few extra things in there just to fill it up. The Darth Vader's meditation chamber, which was a diorama set. So literally the blueprints were there. Like, they took all the only one that's not a diorama set that we pretty much already had was that hangar bay. And then maybe there's a couple little things with the gunner room and the security office or something like that. But for the most part, that's what we've gotten all these things before in either previous versions of the Death Star or diorama, fashion. So they're not breaking new ground with this set. And to your point, the Falcon looks impressive. When you walk into a Lego store, and it is always on display. That Millennium Falcon has been on display since 2017 behind glass in every store, and every giant man baby nerd like me walks in there and immediately goes to that display case and looks at it because it's just impressive. The size of this is going to be impressive. You're going to be shocked by just how, and that's why I wanted to include in our live show here, I wanted to include the image with the guy standing next to it, because, like, it's big, it's beefy, it is a large animal of a set, right? And so, yeah, to my Reels point that I put out on social media today, like, I was legit looking around going, where can I actually put this? Like, legitimately measuring. And that's what gave me the idea to do that. I was just like, where do I actually put this thing? Because, yeah, it can go kind of flat up against a wall, but it's still 11 inches deep. Like, it's still, so it doesn't fit in a Billy bookcase. All of us Lego nerds, we all have the IKEA Billy bookcases for the most part. Those are like our go-to source for displaying. It doesn't fit in it. It's too wide, right? And it's almost too deep. It's going to be right on the edge. I don't really know where their 11 inches is. Is it from Palpatine's window to the front of that set? Or is it the base?
What we're going to look for is the core of that base in the very middle bottom. So I think it protrudes out by probably, I want to say 6 inches. So you only probably need 5 inches, 5.5 inches. Mm-hmm. And I believe Jang, in his overview he did this morning, he said it was just as wide on the gray part as a modern Speed Champions car. So it's not particularly wide all the way around. It's just the core of that base, because you
Mm,
can see it like in the bottom middle, it protrudes out, but that core of where it sits,
yeah.
it's probably only like 6-7 inches there.
The thing that stands out to me with the overall set and the design of the set, and I'm getting into the negatives here. Believe it or not, I have positives. I actually do, and I'm not trying to put spin on it, but I actually do have some positives here. But the negative to me is because it's the open face that it is. It doesn't feel like it's holding any surprises for us through the build. You said this doesn't look like a fun build. Part of what makes Lego builds fun is being surprised, the engineering behind them, and some of the play features that maybe like, you know, you can do with the thing. Looking at it, because it's so open-faced and just right there in front of us, I'm not like, where are the surprises going to be? Like, and that's honestly one of the things I would be the most curious about building it is, where are you hiding surprises? Now, I'm going to be really upset if there are none. If really we are seeing this at face, like what we see at face value is what we're getting, it's going to bum me out. I'm really curious on the overall engineering behind it. How sturdy and stable is that thing, right? Because of the design, because of that slice kind of design to it, how structurally sound is that? How sound is that base? How easy is it going to be? Because it looks like you're going to build a lot of it as it's like laying down, possibly from some of the imagery we got, and then tilt it up, possibly. So I'm just curious how all of that is going, you know, to flow and work. And, you know, I'm intrigued. I'm very, very intrigued by a lot of that aspect of it. They had to do something different. I think you said this last week or maybe a couple weeks ago. They had to do something different. We've seen a sphere, right? And we all have our ideas of what, it's just like movies, of what they should have done in our own opinion, right? But we're not the designers. It's not our thing. So we just take what they do and then we decide if we like it or not. No, is this the style I would have done? No, but I'm not a designer. So I don't know what, you know, handcuffs they were put into or what they decided, but they clearly said, we're going to make this thing so freaking big. Could you imagine if it was this size in a sphere? Like, in a way, like, where are you putting it? Like, there's no way to display that at this point, right? Now, if you had given me more of a dollhouse opening style, a la like the Home Alone house, where we could have actually hinged those front pieces and that would have opened up the Batman cave, the Bat Cave recently did the exact same thing. Like, if you had kind of gone that route where it does still sit flat, but then it actually opens up and has wings on it that actually have additional scenes and things, or maybe it's just a covering, but I think it looks unfinished because of the open face, and I think it's turning a lot of people off, and that's where I want to go to next. Is this go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. Okay, I wholeheartedly disagree, because it's literally that image that we saw of it being in that alcove. If you have somebody who doesn't know Lego, they don't care. Oh, little Zach plays with his Legos, and they go down in your basement and they look at your stuff. If they see a giant gray circle, they're going to be like, that looks stupid. But if they see that thing, they're going to like, oh, look at all the little Lego guys. And they're going to be intrigued when you're looking at it from that first moment. So it has to look like this. Having the shell on it does the overall disservice to the presentation of them.
No. If they
Yes.
had a covering on that with the Super Ray dish on it, obviously it clearly, the Death Star is one of the most iconic symbols in all of Star Wars, right? Like, you see that sphere with the super laser dish on it, and that whole thing. Oh, like, people are like, wow, that's big. What is that? And you're like, Harold, look at this. Check this out.
You kill the presentation if you want to showcase just some minifigures, and then yes, you can have the option of taking off the whole front and just leaving it basically like how it looks right now. But then that's a waste of $300 for all those gray bricks that they have concealing the dollhouse. So you can't win. What it's going to take is somebody on Rebrickable or whatever is going to have to add the most cost efficient gray front cover to this possible that will probably be another $250 to make it really look good. So then if you're a super duper ultimate collector, you're paying the $250 for the shell, you're paying the $300 plus for the lights, and then you're paying another $500 for the case.
Okay.
So now you're out $2,000 for this one Lego set.
So I like where you're going with it. I think the easier solution in this standpoint, from this standpoint, and I think this is, if this was going into my collection, which it is, if this is going into my collection, I'm getting that Light My Bricks light kit for it, because I want that thing to be beep booping all damn day. Right. I want, because right now it looks unfinished, but if I have all these little lights beeping and bopping around in there, that then people can easily see inside of it. Now the presentation gets a little spicy. And so I think at that point you are plussing it up a little bit. But unfortunately, you are going to have to go that extra mile, that little bit of extra cash, I think, to really sell what's going on in there. But I think that light kit is going to absolutely just glow this thing up.
And can somebody in our live chat tell me, because I'm not at my computer, clearly. Can somebody tell me what the most expensive Light My Bricks kit is right now? What is it? And what set is it? Let's say Light My Bricks 2.0.
Mm-hmm.
What is the most expensive one? I just want to know, and then I'll give you a number on what this is going to cost.
That's a really good point. I'm looking at it right now. Excuse me.
Because it's going to be a Light My Bricks 2.0 because it has the magnetic attachments and blah 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 blah.
Price, high to low. No, those are just components. Hold on.
Of like pre-made, obviously, yeah. You know,
Ninjago City Markets, possibly.
How much is that?
Hold on. The light kit for the Disney Castle is $220.
Oh no!
Daily Bugle's $190.
No! You're gonna pay $500 for that light kit. Oh no! You're gonna pay more for that light kit than most Lego sets in your collection. Oh, isn't that cute?
$240 for the Titanic. I searched by high to low.
So yeah, Titanic doesn't have a lot of opportunities because it's very practical, right? The Death Star, you can add them to that laser.
Oh, you're right. $240 for that. I bet it's okay. I see what I did. I searched new. So there was the 2.0 kit. I don't think that one's a 2.0 kit, maybe?
It's going to be even more because the 2.0 kits, I believe, are a little bit more expensive. The point of the matter is you're going to spend a tremendous amount of money to get that light kit. So I want you and everyone else to be mentally, more importantly, financially prepared.
Ninjago City Markets is $260. Yeah. So if I'm looking up, all
500 easy.
Hold on, wait. I just want to look this one more time, just to see.
And it's going to take like 15 hours for you to install that light kit.
Ninjago City Markets is the highest at $260. Titanic $240, Hogwarts $230, Disney $220. So
500.
You think?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm with our chat saying 300. I don't think we'll crack 500.
Y'all are delusional. You're out of your minds. No way. 500.
I'll be curious. I'll be curious.
They're gonna pack. It's because listen to me. What crazy person is gonna pay $1,000 for a Death Star? Okay. They know that, and they know that they're gonna get the people that will spend $500 on a light kit. They know this. Come on.
Me. Okay. Well,
I'm just saying mentally prepare.
I still, like I said, I still think the light kit is what's going to help the presentation of this. because it feels like I'm looking at the picture you're talking about where it's like sitting on against a wall and whatnot.
Yes.
And obviously, they chose like a very good, as far as art direction goes, it's high contrast. So it's a dark brown wall with a nice like gray next to it and stuff. Like they're trying to separate it out a little bit that way. You put this in a white, we were talking about this earlier, the IKEA makes the Billy, it won't fit in the Billy, but they do make the PAX bookcases or wardrobes or whatever they are, and it will fit in there. And now you're talking about putting that giant gray circle against white, and that's when it gets a little, how is that gonna translate? And I posed the question earlier to a chat, and I said, are you wanting to get this because you like it, or are you wanting to get this because you want to collect it? Right? Regardless of your stance on it currently, this is the first $1,000 set. This is a landmark set, for good or for ill. This is a landmark set for Lego, right? Will the collectability be there for it? I'll tell you what, I got to be honest with you. I was a little shocked at how many of the current Lego ambassadors got this. I thought that they would be very, very selective with who they sent it out to.
No,
they sent it to everybody.
To convince people to buy it. Like they need to get it out there. They need everyone.
They needed everybody talking about it.
You gotta get everybody.
Right. So now I'm going to be watching you Lego ambassadors out there. I'm watching you. I'll know.
You're not watching this show. It's just Matt Mellis. She's the only one.
I'll know if you're out there towing the company line. I want to know. No,
most of them already have been like cheeky about the reveal, like, oh, I didn't know this was coming, and blah 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 blah. Yeah.
Okay, so I go back to my question though. Is this something that people should be worrying about collecting, even if you don't like it?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking you. I'm not asking you from a personal standpoint. I want you to put, the cap on of a collector, right? Of a toy collector in general, because Lego has very clearly drawn a line in the sand. Their metrics show it. They're going after the adult audience. They know that's where their bread is buttered right now, and they're pushing out display collectible sets. That's what they're pushing. We've seen a weird trend lately of what Lego prices are doing and how like up and down the actual collectability market is for them. Some of them go gangbusters, others do not at all, and they lose money. So my question is, if you don't love it, it's $1,000, but would you still want to collect it for down the road? Because I don't know. I don't follow this. I don't see anything in here that is like uber rare. You know what I mean? The minifigs have been getting torn apart on social media today because none of them are like overly spectacular or overly rare.
So I fear that this is going to go to a place that Lego has not gone before, where it goes, you're a Lego Star Wars hobbyist, or you're a Lego hobbyist. You like getting a set occasionally when your wife allows you for Christmas. Then you go into fan, you go into the hardcore fan, you go to collector, which is you get one of whatever within a certain vernacular and whatever, which this does fall under. Lego Star Wars fans are some of the most passionate of the Lego fans who will buy, I'm sorry, a literal steaming pile of insert sound effect there. Thank you. In a box, and they'll buy it. What this could become, which I don't want it to, but this could become the first ever Lego status symbol, where if you don't have this, then you're not serious. Even if you don't like it, you still get it. That's how some people feel about the latest iPhone, or they'll feel about Labubu, or a new bag, or shoes, or whatever. People just get them because they want to keep up with the times. And I am not this kind of person at all. But there's definitely people out there that are like, oh, well, you think you're serious about Lego? Well, you don't have the Death Star. And it could totally become something like that. That's my biggest fear, because that's an extremely greater unhealthy attitude when it comes to buying and collecting and sharing and enjoying the hobby.
The Falcon, I felt like, was the previous status symbol, right? Like if you had the Falcon, everybody kind of looked like, wow, you did it. However, the Falcon is a very impressive looking set.
Yeah, that's cool. This is lame. So this really separates the boys from the men, if you want to use that analogy.
Yeah. And I get that. Now, that kind of brings me to one of my last points here with this is this the most polarizing Lego set that they've released? Because it feels like it is. You don't think so?
No.
I don't know.
No. And I'm not going to give you my answer, but I know what the answer is. And no. But not even by a long shot.
Okay. All right. Feels very split right now with the Lego fandom. If you get on social media and you're looking at the not the Lego ambassadors, but like, the IGNs of the world, like their headlines are reading, it's a fail, it's a bust, Lego screwed up, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, because it's lame looking.
Right. But there are a few people. I've been actively kind of chatting around today, and there are a lot more people that say I want it, not because it's a collectible, but because they genuinely like it. We've got people in our live chat right now that are saying, enjoy. I genuinely like it.
Hey, if you enjoy the Lego Death Star, you will also enjoy supporting independent authorship and illustrations by buying a book from Pro Gamer's Guide for the kids this holiday season. That will bring you much more joy than this big gray disc sitting in your Soho apartment.
Okay, I want to spin this while we got a couple more minutes on this particular topic to positives. What are the positives out of this that you see? Can you say anything positive about this?
We're one step closer to me not needing to talk about this every week. There's that. Thank God.
That's a great way that's a great positive. Yeah, we won't have Death Star or Slice, or actually we'll probably have it one more time, right? Because once it actually launches, we'll want to know how well it sells.
No. 2 more times. Once when it launches, and then once you're done with it, and then that'll be it. That'll be done.
There you go. Okay.
Other than that, we get our first official swimsuit stormtrooper. That's kind of cheeky. I like that. We get accompanied with it a nomination for the worst GWP of all time. I do still like how they did the stars in the background where that Tidarium is. I like that.
That's a nice touch. That's a really nice touch.
It's cool. Yeah, the rest of this kind of sucks. So I got nothing. There
are, like I said, it's a way to take a lot of the dioramas that we've already had, kind of shrink them down a little bit and put them all in one set, in a way, right? I wish they had done more with that lit back, or not the lit, but the star background, like put it behind Palpatine's window. Because that's like,
yeah, that's weird. Why they do that?
Yeah.
Well, because you have the decal of the. I think that dish piece being trans-clear with the printing is probably cooler. So they could have done it, but
yeah, it was a little bizarre. The back sucks, but I'm not sitting there worrying about that. Like the back sucks of that Super Mario. You're not displaying the back, and frankly, because of the size, I still think the form factor is a very interesting and probably best situation for what the size of set that we got. Flat up against a wall, you're not going to be pulling it out and trying to move it around. Countering to my own point about having a cover on it, one of my worst nightmares about the Millennium Falcon set is when people say, "Can I see the inside?" because pulling all those panels off sucks. It's so awful. Like, it is the worst experience. Then you can't ever, it's a puzzle trying to get them all back on again. You're into popping all the greebling off every time you do it. It's awful. I'm always like, no, I don't want to show you. The inside is cool. You know what I mean? But it's not, it's the way that it's set up sucks. And, you know, so.
Yeah, that's why they took away that option for you with this one.
Yeah, they really did. That's where I like it can, you know, kind of come in handy here. It does, you know, I'm not surprised by anything that we've seen. So maybe I'm not really turned off by the minifigs that we have in it. You and I talked about, we knew we were going to get a plethora of stormtroopers. We knew that we were going to get several Luke Skywalkers. We knew that we were going to get several Han Solos. Like, we knew these things going into it. So we knew they were going to pad the minifig count, you know, because of that. They gave us a couple extras. I wasn't planning on a Krennic. I wasn't planning on a Galen Erso. Like, that was kind of nice. It's a nice little bonus. I didn't plan on those guys being in that. That's kind of cool. The architects behind the Death Star, like, that's kind of nice. I mean, I've got a Krennic already, so again, there's nothing like new here, but I don't have a Galen Erso. That's kind of dope, you know? You know, there's not a lot else to say. It's I think that's the most frustrating part about it, is that for a set that is supposed to be such a landmark set for Lego, you don't have a whole lot to say about it positively. Like, it just kind of exists. I tell you what, I could probably now sell, if I got this, I could probably sell my dioramas pretty easily and be like, you know, like I've got it comes with the throne room. I don't need that diorama anymore. Comes with the trash compactor. I don't need that diorama anymore. You know? So it's like
coming to an Indiana yard sale near you. It's the dioramas.
Facebook Marketplace, baby. So yeah, you know, that's and I think that's what's bothering me the most is I can't come up with a lot of other amazing things to say about it for a set that's supposed to be such a landmark set.
I have some nice things to say about some other Lego Star Wars sets.
I know you do. We'll get to those in just one second. Brian has hinted at it, though, several times. There are several there is a GWP associated with this set, which is
It's not this.
It's not this. It is kind of an interesting option for them to include, and I wanted to bring this up with Brian and with our audience and with everybody. On the Lego website, on the Death Star listing on the Lego website, they show this GWP included in this set.
That's false advertising.
That is false advertising. Unless this GWP will always be available with this set. Now, the websites around like Jay's Brick Blog or whatever, they list it as a limited time only thing. When you click on the actual GWP on the Lego website, it does not say that.
They're always limited.
I'm telling you, I agree with you. But the fact that they put it in the listing of the Death Star, that's
legitimately false advertising.
So Lego, in my opinion, they need to come out and specify what's going on here. Right? Am I wrong?
I don't know how they can legally get away with that.
Okay. But that's my point. Like, I feel like they either need to say, yes, like this GWP will always be included with it, basically a bundle every time you buy this. For every one of these we make and produce and put on a shelf, we're going to have a GWP that, you know, tied to it, right? Or if it is a limited time, they need to put that on the GWP listing and take it the heck off of the Death Star pictures. Because right now, that little TIE fighter is inserted into these pictures as if it's part of the set. And you cannot, right now, especially with all eyes on this set, Lego, you cannot be doing this. You cannot be, you're asking for a fight right now on this landmark set. Don't do it. You need to it's still there right now. You guys got to fix this, and you guys got to fix it quick. This is not good. Because somebody's going to call you on it. That's not just me on a microphone, right? Somebody's gonna show up and buy that set 3, 4, 5 days later when they're out of GWPs and go, where's this at? They did this before with a Star Wars set for the sequel trilogy, and they had to honor up to it because they put a minifig on the cover that wasn't there. and they had to honor those.
Well, they also put the TIE fighter and then multiple stormtroopers and the pilot in the Death Star. So it's
Right.
just all
It's all
it's
bad
just all messed
false
up.
advertising,
It's
and
all,
they need to
all,
fix it because you cannot. They don't even have it in the picture, not included in set. Like they need an asterisk that says not included in set, or limited time gift with purchase or whatever. Because the second somebody goes and buys this and they don't get that, you got yourself a problem. So Lego, you got a month. Fix it. You got to fix it. You got to fix it. Just take the image off it's one image. It's one freaking JPEG, man. Just take it off your website. It's that simple. Unless you legitimately are going to offer it forever. Take it off your website. Now, the actual gift with purchase that I am excited about is this Sega Genesis controller, this GWP. Looks like it is being launched on September 8th. I don't really have any nobody's provided any other information on what the threshold will be money-wise for this. This is a freaking slam dunk, dude. If you owned a Sega Genesis, if you were a Sonic guy like me, I had a Sega Genesis. I didn't have a Super Nintendo. Dude, this is totally for me. I love this so much. This is the scene on the back and everything. I mean, it's everything that you've always wanted with these video game sets that they do. Gotta go fast. The Nintendo, the question mark block, all the Nintendo stuff, the Game Boy. This is a fantastic GWP that they're releasing. 260 pieces. I love it. Little micro build on the back. This is an absolute slam dunk. I absolutely love this set.
I just wonder why they put this out when they did, because it seems like it's kind of sent out to die because it's not accompanying any Sega anything. It's just there.
You're in a lull. It's a good week to do.
A lull of what? The Death Star. What do you mean?
No. Like this GWP, because it's so good. This is a GWP that is there to entice people to spend money this coming week in between releases. That's what this is for.
Yeah, that's why it's sent out to die. Like any other time,
but that's
comes
the thing.
Out with like a.
Is it going to die, or is it going to entice people to go? Like maybe they didn't buy anything on September 1st.
People are saving for the holidays, dude.
I don't know, man. And I think anybody that was like maybe hesitating on buying anything on the 1st is like, well, shoot, now I need to go get something so I can cover. We don't know what the threshold is. $150 probably. Like they're going to want to go out and. This is making me want to go out and spend $150. I mean, we don't know yet, but like, next week, 100%. This is a fantastic GWP. And this, and in a week in between. So you had the releases that we already had on September 1st, and you're going to have more releases on the 15th. This is the bridge between that dry week. This is to get everybody that was sitting there waiting.
Dry week? Dude, we can't be at the point of this hobby where it's like we're expecting something new every week. Dude.
Oh, but Brian, but we are at that point. We've been at that point for 3 years. At least 2. 3 years is probably too much, but for at least 2 years, that's where this hobby has gone. We are every month is a wallet buster. If you are just a collector, right? Unless you're chasing,
a Lego fan, yeah.
If you're a Lego fan, unless you're chasing a specific theme, they have been absolute wallet busters for almost 2 years now. And it's out of control. And they do things like this to keep the momentum going. They see that they have nothing, which is bonkers to me, but they see that they had a big release schedule for the 1st, and then they got another big release schedule for the 15th. So the 1st of the month, the middle of the month. They had a dry week. They said, let's push this out. It's cutthroat, man. It's cutthroat. Lame. But that's, like, does this make a lot of sense to just push it out on October 1st? You get your Game Boy and you get it, or what? You know what I mean? Absolutely. 100%. This is a no-brainer.
Because they're competing. There's Sega and Nintendo are competitors. You can't, I
thought really Nintendo owned Sega at this point. Yeah. Do they not?
No.
Why are they on their Switch platforms then? Can't you download?
They don't make a console anymore.
Well, that's, I thought that they owned them or something or had releasing. I don't know.
No,
Interesting.
no, that would. I mean, maybe one day, but nah, nah.
Dreamcast, please. Hey, speaking of gift with purchases, did you see this Lego minifigure model kit? As a Lego Ideas future gift with purchase has been unveiled. This little model kit thing is kind of cool, man. This has got people like Arc Fox written all over it. Where are my Gunpla builders at? Where's my Warhammer kit builders at? Man, this thing is really cool. Comes with a clever miniature model kit with sprue, cutting tool, glue, paint, brushes to assemble your very own classic space minifigure. This thing is adorable, and I see this, and now I'm just like, well, now I just want a Gundam Lego now. Like I want it to all come. I want all the pieces to come on these sprues and like to pull them off. You know what I mean? I don't care if it pads the piece count. I want these so badly. But it's I know we're getting asked to do this. I'll do it right now. But there it is in our chat here for everybody.
See, it's fun. I think I've talked about this stupid gray pizza for so long. It's like I've looked at something that's not fun for so long. Then you look at this, and it's just fun. It looks interesting. Use the broom bottom as a little brush.
Mm-hmm.
You got the paint splatter. You got the green alignment mat, whatever you call it. More of this. Do more of this peaky stuff like this.
And this is a ideas. So this will be refined. Like this is clearly a generated image, right? Like this will be refined. Lego will get their designers in on it, and they will refine this and make it amazing. I'm loving this, but I'm curious to see where this leads, right? Like refined for the better.
They're not going to do anything else ever. No, this is it.
Why stop here? Refined for the better, probably.
You would hope so. Don't bet on it.
Yeah, they've gone both ways. They've gone both ways with refining sets. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. This is really cool. I'm anxious to see over the coming months here, like where this goes and what the Lego.
It's going nowhere. That's what you're getting. That's it.
Ideas team comes out with. Well, we got Star Wars, we got Holiday. Let's put them all together, baby, and make one of the most fun sets of 2025. A set that even Mr. Bricks O'Brien, ladies and gentlemen, is buying day one. We never thought we'd get him, chat. But ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Do you know why I love this?
Why?
I'll give you 2 reasons why I love this. 3 reasons why. Number 1, #privilege. I have the candy cane X-Wing that's very sought after for being a Lego employee.
Yeah.
And I've built it and I've displayed it for multiple years. It's not in the box. I'm a proud candy cane X-Wing guy. All right. Secondly, the Star Wars IP is one of the most seriously taken fandoms I think I have seen, especially within Lego and outside of it. The debates, the perspectives, the tonality of you have like Rogue One and it's war, we're fighting, politics, and we got the Trade Federation and the right, a lot of that, right? And then you spin it. Now it's a gingerbread. Yes. Thirdly, gingerbread Darth Vader?
Yeah.
You're talking about the dude that kills children as a gingerbread man? Gimme. Yes. This is what a fun Lego Star Wars set looks like, and it's going to look beautiful next to my candy cane X-Wing this holiday season. I Can't wait. You have a printed tape. When all you Star Wars fans are complaining that you don't get printing on the side of the legs, you get a printed tape on this gingerbread Darth Vader. How much better can you possibly get than a printed, I'll say it for a final time, a printed tape? All right?
They cooked I like when they don't take Star Wars too seriously. The Rebuild the Galaxy has been like really fun. Like really fun to see some of the wildness that they do. You know what I mean? And this is just taking that idea, Rebuild the Galaxy, turning it up to 11, not taking themselves too seriously with things. I love it. Frankly, they cooked on all of these holiday sets, man. That the obviously the gingerbread AT-AT, the festive gingerbread house. It's gonna look great in my little Christmas village. And then of course we got the upscaled Santa minifig. I mean, how am I not gonna have that? That's clearly a win at $54.99. Like just absolutely clearly a win. So I think they must be putting a premium on the pieces in that festive gingerbread house because that price makes no sense at $40. But
yeah, that one kind of sucks. So I did not go out day one to buy the newest Mario Kart stuff. I may not go out day one and get the Game Boy. That's a day one.
Wow.
The Santa, day one. I'm telling you.
Who had that on their bingo card? Not me.
Because it's fun. It's interesting. It's different. The Game Boy looks like a Game Boy. I get it that it's going to be a unique building experience. I get it. It's one of the. I get it. It looks like a Game Boy. This is different. Give me different.
I think if you had grown up with the Game Boy, you might feel differently about that Game Boy.
I kind of did. I used my grandfather's, but I was a Game Boy Color. And
oh God, I used my grandfather's. Oh
no, but he was pretty with it. He had it for like a while. No, it wasn't like that. He just happened to have them. It was not like that.
My gosh. Yeah. This is really good. They did a magnificent job with this. Speaking of the holidays, though, man, Lego's not stopping there with our holiday treats. They have officially unveiled the next of the 80s theme Lego idea set with the Gremlins Gizmo set. They did this the day after our episode last week. Of course they did, because why wouldn't they? That's what they always do to us. They release some of the best stuff the day after we're off the air. Yo, this Gizmo turned out so good. It turned out so good, dude. I don't know how much fun this is going to be to build. I have not yet, like, these buildable characters don't always do it for me. But my goodness, it's adorable. It's going to look great. The fact that the 3D glasses, like, are there, like, it's very, very, very good. Well done. Well done, Lego, with the Gizmo set. I know this isn't on your top of your radar or anything like that, but my goodness, like this is going to be one of those sets again. Considering when it's being released, I'm not going to be able to like go right out and get it right away. I mean, you're talking. You all thought September 1st was bad. October, like once again, like they went from August 1st to oh my God to September to holy cow to October 1st going, I quit. Like, I quit everything. Like, this is awful on stuff. So October 1st is just loaded with sets now. And Gizmo's being slid right in there. I mean, I don't know what else to say about this. I think the little water spot on his back is odd. I think it's a really, really weird looking thing that they did. But hey, I mean, can't. Creepy? This is not creepy. This is Gizmo, and it is adorable.
I mean, it's meant to be creepy. Really great Lego set. One of the top 5 most overrated movies of all time.
What? Gremlins?
Yeah.
Shut up, man. You haven't even seen Jaws. You don't know nothing. We do not go to Mr. Bricks O'Brien for movie advice. He hasn't even seen half of them.
But I've seen Gremlins.
Good for you. Overrated. Gremlins is great. Gremlins is fantastic. Gremlins is so messed up. That whole scene where Phoebe Cates is talking about her dad's death in the chimney is just so out of left field. You never see it coming. It's such a wild turn. And it can only happen in that movie, man. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's so good. It's so good. This is a must-have for me. Absolute must-have for me. Child of the 80s. This is an absolute must-have for me. I can't wait. All this does is just make me want Goonies, though. The Goonies set coming out either later this year or next year. I'm not sure when at this point, but my goodness, the 80s kid in me is freaking out right now over all of these things. You know what the 80s kid in me is not freaking out over, though, are these freaking rocks. I don't understand them. I don't get it. I don't understand the love fest I've seen over social media about them. I don't get it. These minerals, keep them. I don't know what's going on here, but Lego Ideas, another Lego Ideas submission here. The mineral collection. You know what the stand for this reminds me of, or the stands of these remind me of, is I had like this old, like really junky Walmart like table thing that I had when I was like 18 in my first apartment. And like that's what these little stands remind me of, like this old rickety furniture that I used to get from like Walmart or whatever, right? That would just fall apart if you sneezed on it wrong. But no, I don't understand these. I don't get it. 880 pieces, $60. Okay. Have fun. Like, this is worse than the botanicals for me. I don't get this at all. Give me Gizmo all day long. This I don't get.
I have nothing to comment or editorialize. I have nothing.
I don't understand the love fest I've been seeing on social media about him, though. What's the deal? Why are people loving these so much? What am I missing? That's what I want somebody to tell me what I'm missing.
You want that hyperfixation on rocks?
Yeah. Are they supposed to heal me or something? Like, what's going on?
They're supposed to heal me.
I don't get it. I've been trying. I want to pin somebody down that I know that like put out a positive review over these rocks and go, what am I missing? What about these? And again, great. I don't have to spend money on this. This is fantastic. Look at this. Another October 1st release, by the way. I don't need to spend $60 on this. Thanks, Lego. I don't get it, man. October 1st.
Only 2 more shows till we're done talking about the Death Star, everybody. 2 more. We got 2 more in the tank, and then we are done.
October 1st is going to be an absolute wallet wrecker for a lot of people. After a wallet wrecker of September. We're not done. Like, the thing is again, September's not done yet. Like, we still have the Black Pearl, Jack Sparrow's pirate ship in 2 weeks. That's not cheap. Like, at all. And it's I was just trying to bring it up, but it's gonna be bad, guys. It's gonna be real bad.
So, and we don't talk about leaks, but there's rumblings of like the price points for what Pokemon will be in February.
Let me ask you this. Well, we got a minute. We got a minute left. Let me ask you about Pokemon real quick. What would a 6,000 plus piece Pokemon set look like in your mind? What would that be? Oh, he's rocking. He's gone, chat. He didn't even wait this time for the show to end. He immediately went to the bathroom. Did you see that? He didn't even wait this time for the whole show to end. He gone. And he's gone. I'm curious. All of you guys. He's gone. I'm curious. All of you guys here in our live chat. What would you want a 6,000 plus piece Pokemon set to be? And considering what we're getting for our first $1,000 set, will it meet your expectations? Who knows? I don't know. You don't know. And now this is where we're at now. This is fantastic. I'll tell you what, we're gonna hit that button. We're gonna hit that button right there. And he's back. We can't hear him. Fantastic. All right. So guys, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all. You're all absolute amazing humans. Thank you guys for joining us for another ZMB Live. If we can get Bricks O'Brien back on the horn here, we will do a little bit of a post show with you guys and take some of your comments and welcome you all into our live Twitch chat. Mr. Bricks O'Brien, thank you so much for being here, for doing everything that you do and everything that you are. Guys, if you are buying that $1,000 Lego Death Star, I want to know. Drop it in the comments. Let me know in our YouTube comments. Share out the podcast. Do all the things. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Tell your neighbors. Stick around for the post show if you're live with us here on Twitch. Until next time, everybody.